Hey everyone, thanks for joining. I'm very hyped for this, as I'm sure a lot of you are too. I don't usually have this many viewers at once, so that's really cool to see, especially Grasshopper fans, because I'm a huge Grasshopper fan. Yeah. Bubble Boy says they want to see a Shinobu slash Bad Girl spin-off. That would be really cool. Maybe like DLC for No More Heroes 3 even. Archalote said, let it die for mobile devices. That's interesting. Oh yeah, the Let It Die. It was a kind of a sequel. I wouldn't say it was exactly a sequel because Grasshopper had nothing to do with that one as far as I know. Killer7 Director's Cut would be awesome. I like to call that Killer7 Plus if they ever decide to do that. Because a lot of people joke like, oh, it's gonna be Killer 8, but if you've played Killer 7, you know that Killer 8's a mode you unlock in that already. But you can't call it that. PandaPal said Lollipop Chainsaw Remake. They actually are doing that, but that's not Grasshopper. Grasshopper isn't involved with that. That is whoever owns the IP to that. I think it's like Warner Brothers or something. But they are actually making a Lollipop Chainsaw remake or remaster or whatever they're calling it. So you are gonna get that actually. I just don't know who's working on it exactly. Yeah, I'm really hyped for this. I cannot wait. It's so funny because like I watch like game showcases or directs once in a while, and it's really hard for me to really get excited for some stuff because there's just not a whole lot of games that I really follow. But out of everything, Grasshopper and Suda stuff I'm really into it. So when they announced they were doing their own showcase, I was like, what? Okay, well we need to check that out, don't we? Yeah, Grasshopper didn't do the Deathverse thing. That was I think it was the people that Grasshopper worked with on Let It Die probably, but they just didn't. They just weren't involved with that. Oh, I was really happy to hear about Shadows of the Dam remastered. I'm gonna get that for sure, because I haven't really got to experience that game very well because I didn't have a PS3 or a 360, so I had to simulate the game, and it didn't run very well, let's just say, but I had a lot of fun with it. I mean, it's basically like if Suda did his own version of a Resident Evil 4 game with Shinji Mikami, like he also was involved in that too. Yeah, it starts in about 15 minutes, 9 p.m. West Coast time, which would be midnight East Coast time. Sorry for the East Coast, or anyone in like those later time zones. Flowers and Rain remake or remaster or port would be great. Yes. Yeah, they've hinted at wanting to remake or remaster Flowers and Rain. So I'm yeah, I would like to see that too. I would definitely like to play that. The Shadows of the Dam, that's gonna be a day one for me. I'm definitely gonna get that. I've always said if they ever port this to modern consoles slash like PC or whatever, I'm gonna get it. That's true, they could show a trailer for the new Lollipop Chainsaw if they decide they want to. Oh yeah, Hotel Barcelona. For those of you who may not know, Suda and Swery, the creator of games like Deadly Premonition and The Missing, They've talked about wanting to collab on a game together for a long time, and the idea was Hotel Barcelona, and it was going to be more of like an indie-sized game or like a smaller-sized game that they were going to do together. And Grasshopper's been working on something for like the past year or so, but they haven't said anything about it. So a lot of people are thinking it might be Hotel Barcelona, which would be cool. I think there's a good chance that they're going to announce that here. I think they're at least going to announce whatever is the new game they've been working on for the past year. Whether that's Hotel Barcelona or not, I think we're at least going to get an official announcement on what it is. But I think a good chance that it is going to be Hotel Barcelona. I wonder how long the direct's going to be, because usually directs are about like 30 minutes, right? I can't imagine that 30 minutes of only Grasshopper stuff though. That might be too much for my brain. I might just be overloaded in a good way, because like, as a Grasshopper fan, you're not used to hearing that much news and content from them all on top of each other. A Suda51 collection of all the niche Suda51 titles. Yeah. Hoping the rumored AAA Alien game. Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know about that rumor. All I know is they've been working on something. Oh, him working on Xenomorphs. I think that was disproven, or Suda at least declined that he was working on a Xenomorph game. I do actually remember vaguely hearing about that. I think the problem is some website posted that Suda was confirmed working on an Alien game and he wasn't, and that kind of got information out there, like misinformation. I think so, anyways. Primero Argentina, segundo Francia. What if it's you know, even if it's merch announcements, I'd be excited for that, because Grasshopper doesn't have merch usually. They don't have a lot of stuff. They're, you know, they just focus on games really. And even then, they're not this huge company just pumping out titles constantly. Yeah, thanks everyone for joining, by the way. I'm glad to see this many Grasshopper / Suda51 fans showing up. Hey, if you guys ever want to talk about that stuff, which I'm really into, feel free to join my Discord, which there should be a link in the description. I'm always open to more Grasshopper fans. It'll be the grand unveiling of No More Heroes World Ranker 2. Bubble Boy said I would love if Grasshopper did merch. I know, same. They're just gonna spend the whole time talking about one game. Heck, I'm excited to hear about anything. I didn't expect them to have a whole direct, so anything, honestly, I'd be happy to hear about. Ten more minutes. No, the stream isn't up yet. I'm actually starting to wonder if they're going to post a video. Since they seem to be just doing their own thing and it doesn't look like it's going to be connected to any other. I think originally the plan was their direct was going to be connected to Devolver's. And then it got delayed for whatever reason. But don't worry, we'll find it. I'll make sure we get to it when it pops up. A whole game based on Maddie's shitpost duels. That could be a good one. It's gonna premiere in about 9 minutes. Sipake. Suda finally got the rights to the Kafka novels and will make several adaptations based on them. I would love that. That would be my ultimate fantasy, because Franz Kafka is my favorite author, and Suda51 and Grasshopper is my favorite game devs. Exactly 4:30 a.m. We've never seen a Grasshopper direct. They've never done one before, so we don't know what it's gonna be like. I think they described it as like a small, like a do-it-yourself style thing, whatever that means. Mixog Gaming Room, love Shadows of the Damned. Yeah, it's a really fun game. I'm glad that Christmas Elf. No, it's in 8 more minutes because it starts at 9 if you're Pacific Standard Time, which is my time, which is in 8 minutes. I know, we're all excited. See, this is why I wanted to start a little early, because I wanted to make sure everything was ready to go. In fact, while we're waiting, I've already been having music play that, but I can also it's gonna freeze up again. I don't know why that keeps doing that. You want Killer7 back? Yeah, 50 people here is amazing. I don't usually have this many people. I didn't know I had this many like-minded video game people. Flower Sun and Rain Remaster, coming never. I don't know, I think it might come. I think there is a chance. So I got this like busted. Whoops, that's not the right one. There we go. Okay, let me see. There we go. Firefox does not... OBS doesn't like Firefox for some reason. Let's rewatch this trailer again for it. I don't know, somehow no one's ever seen this while we're waiting.
Here at Grasshopper Manufacturer, and today for our 20th anniversary...
So when do I get to light up some demons?
Hey, what the hell, man? Hey, what the fuck?
Bullet train is here. Hell monkey. And baby.
Hell monkey. That's what Garcia calls demons. So confirmed James Grasshopper is a demon?
Everyone has the right to pick the music for his own funeral. I do love a party.
Demon Hunter, your bullets have no bite, no penetration.
Love Will Tear Us Apart is from the Silver Case, but it's also a punk music reference, which, as we know, Suda loves. It's from the Joy Division. So originally it's a Joy Division reference, but it was in Silver Case, and then it was referenced here as well. There's also a song from the Wombats that referenced the Joy Division song. I'm starting to think it's the fact that they haven't put up the stream yet is why my stream is getting so many views, but don't worry, we're gonna get it. We are going to watch it. Doc, I think your standby screen just looks so official that everyone's like, okay, this is the stream to be at. It's almost time. A few more minutes. Come on, Grasshopper. I can't believe we got 70 people here. Now it's at 69. It's at the funny number. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm starting to think it's gonna be a YouTube video at this point. I think it would have went live already, unless they're having technical issues, which is also possible. But I'm sure we'll see someone in a second here. But yeah, don't worry, I'm keeping an eye on the YouTube, I'm keeping an eye on the Twitter. We're gonna be there ASAP. Holy crap, 90 people hyped for the big Suda stream. I got the bitter end of the time zone, 6 a.m. for me. Oh, that's rough, Braffrin. What about the Grasshopper website? I don't think they would have that. Holy crap, 100 viewers. I think that's the first time I've ever had 100 viewers on a stream, like, legitimately. That's awesome. Clearly we're all ready for this, aren't we? One minute to go. And by the way, I know a secret trick to watch streams faster than most people. So we're gonna be ahead of the curve here. It's 1 a.m. where Dax is. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, yeah, I know it's gonna be on YouTube. We just don't know if it's gonna be a stream or a video yet. 6 a.m. gang, rise up, kill the past. Oh, alright, it's 9. Let's see here. Let's see. They'll be coming right now. What if it's all one big troll? Suda's just trolling all of us. God damn. Look at all these. We're all excited for this. We're ready to see whatever it is Suda is ready to show us. Come on, baby. Do it. This is Electric Thunder Tiger music from Travis Strikes Again. Okay, it looks like it's running a little late. Technical difficulties. But it's okay, they're gonna start soon. And we will be on top of it. Alright, thank you for that, Phileas, for updating us there. I'm keeping an eye on the Twitter as well, but he literally caught that within like 30 seconds of the tweet. But it's okay, we're loyal Grasshopper fans. We waited. How many of us have been waiting since the original countdown video like 2 months ago? I think it was more than 2 months ago. I think it was almost 3 months ago, right? Don't worry, guys. They said it's a little late. It's gonna be a little late, but it's coming soon. The original Countdown website actually only got delayed once. It was originally going to come out a week ago during the Devolver Direct, and then it got pushed back 1 week. That's it. It was never changed again after that. Heiner Strife didn't learn about it until an hour ago. Really? Yeah, I've been waiting on that countdown since they announced it like a few months ago. Having no idea what it was going to be. Any chance for Killer is Dead? Like a sequel or something to Killer is Dead? Killer7 Director's Cut. That would be my I would love that because Killer7's like my favorite game. Even if a Killer7 Extended Edition like wasn't maybe as magical as the original version of the game, it would still be awesome just to see all the uncut content. Is Hikiko in the chat? There are so many people in the chat, it's hard for me to keep track, honestly. I hope Shadows of the Dam sells well. Me too. I'm gonna buy it day one for sure. Lily Bergamo is gonna be real today. That's a deeper cut. Lily Bergamo was the original concept that I think kind of vanished or like turned into Let It Die. Is that right? They announced this whole Lily Bergamo game and then it kind of just like faded away or turned into something else from what I remember. There was like a little trailer for it and everything, yeah? Trust the plan, says Eagle. I'm probably pronouncing everyone's names wrong. Maybe some silver case. Completely forgot Suda worked on D4. Yeah, he's worked on a few things. Shadows is your favorite Suda game? I bet you were hyped when you heard about the remaster. It's funny because I completely wasn't even thinking about Shadows of the Damned when they announced it, so I was like really pleasantly surprised. Alright, let's keep looking out for this stream here. I have to stay vigilant for all of you. Oh yeah, D4 was the sweary game. Sorry. That tricked me. You know what? I thought you were talking about the Snatcher game that Suda worked on, the Hideo Kojima series. It's like Sadatcher. If it's 7 minutes late, it'll be a Killer7 reference. You're right. Good point. Deadpool game's highly unlikely. That would be cool. I know Suda's showed interest in doing that. I hope they show stuff from their new project. Yeah, I think if anything, we're going to at least get some kind of announcement about their newest project. Because I know they've been working on that for a while now. That might be like the last thing they bring up. No, they haven't started yet, so don't worry, you haven't missed anything. They're running a little late on the stream. It probably won't be the rumored Aliens game. I think that was I think an article was mispublished or something there. I'm ashamed to be a gamer. We are the most sheep consumers who always get anal to be accepted. There's definitely a lot of such times where we're kind of shoved like the laziest, just money-making things down our throats, and so many people buy into it, and I'm very against that, and I feel like Grasshopper is very anti that, which is why a huge reason why I love them so much. That's what Suda means when he says that, like, it's like a punk game company, is that it's like, it's about doing things their own way, or like going against the mold and all that, and not like in a weird, like a dumb, like edgy way, like a very low-hanging fruit, like, oh, we're just gonna be edgy and stuff. Like, they actually, I don't know, like they do like special things that I appreciate a lot. It's cool seeing that people are interested in so many different things. It's not everyone here for one thing. I don't think I've seen like one person really, not that many people bring up No More Heroes even, which is probably like the most popular, you know, the most popular series. Like, people are bringing up Killer's Dead, Lollipop Chainsaw, Silver Case, which I think goes to show you like the kind of like audience that Grasshopper has, is that you kind of grow to appreciate like a lot of their stuff, not just like one thing. If you played TSA, you might have known they wanted to do a Shadows of the Damned remaster for a while. It was a straight up sequel tease, fact. They actually had straight up teased the sequel, and Travis was giving Garcia and Johnson pointers. Jay, can you please play some No More Heroes 3 Native Dancer? Yeah, I could do that. Sure. Why not? I don't think that's on my playlist. I'll have to add it on there. I've been playing music off of my standby playlist. Let's see here. Oh, that's a 30-minute version. I don't think we're gonna need that. Is this the one? Yeah, this is it. All right, let's see. Have they posted? Is the stream up yet? Let's see. We're about 10 minutes late here, but okay, they haven't posted it yet. Where's all the Liberation Maiden fans at? If I had a DS, I would have played Liberation Maiden, but I don't have DS. Maybe I can simulate it one day. Suda's too busy collecting Korok seeds to start the direct. Just one more Korok seed and then we'll start, I promise. They're like trying to pull him away from his Switch. I can't believe there's 200 people watching this right now. My mind's blown. It's gonna be the only time it's ever happened, but once again, I'm glad out of all the things, it's from people here for a Grasshopper direct. Like, it's the perfect thing to have this many people, like, here. Alright, sorry about that, Mismo. You'll get to watch the replay after at least, but you have a good one. Yeah, I still need to play Black Knight Sword. I actually was interested in that. There's a lot of those little games that came out during that period in time where Suda wasn't as hands-on with like a single game, but it was more that he was kind of like overseeing multiple games at the same time, and there was a lot of games that came out of that like era of Grasshopper that kind of went under the radar a lot for me, and I think for a lot of other people. That's why I was so excited when Travis Strikes Again came out, because it was the first time that he was like writing and directing and was like the main like driving force of a Grasshopper game since like, I think since No More Heroes 1 actually. And I think it showed a lot because Travis Strikes Again is what made me fall back in love with Grasshopper. It made me excited about video games again. I was not that excited about video games for a long time until that. It should be starting any second now. Let's play some Silver Case music actually. ESA is the best example of how Soul can carry a game very hard. Yeah, Crushington, I think that's a great way of saying it. Because yeah, Travis Strikes Again was a smaller title that, you know, it may have had some little bumps in the road here and there, but there's just something about the overall concept and the heart that was put into it, and all the like these little details and the writing and the story that just feels so sincere. Like, you could tell Suda really had a lot to say that he poured out into that game. And what bummed me out the most wasn't the people who didn't like it, but the people who tried to say or assume that Travis Strikes Again was like a cheap cash grab or something, which makes no sense. Why would like why would their cheap cash grab be a very divisive game that a lot of people are going to probably care for? Doesn't make any sense. If you want to see one of the early drafts of Shadows of the Damned, at least in some format, Suda did do a manga based on one of the first drafts called Kurayami Dance, or Dance in the Dark. It hasn't been translated officially in English, but there is a fan translation online you can find. Kurayami Dance. And because he just really liked one of his first drafts so much that he wanted to at least, you know, put it out there in some format or another. It wouldn't be punk to be on time, true. This is how you know that they're a punk company. Like, Nintendo would never do this. Nintendo would be right on time. They'd have their robots talking in their little Nintendo suits. Yeah, and he said the worst part of TSA to No More Heroes 3 was losing the purple jacket. Yeah, I actually love Travis's purple jacket. It's really good. Suda was not happy with EA, that is true. That is true. You can unlock his TSA jacket in No More Heroes 3. That's a good point. I think if you have the save data on your Switch, you actually get it automatically. That's a good question. What's everyone's favorite Travis jacket? By the way, sorry if I missed comments. There's like, I'm not used to this many people chatting at once, but I appreciate it. Thank you. Someone said Faith No More. I don't know why. I like Faith No More though. So I appreciate someone randomly mentioning. I don't really like paying $60 plus for a visual novel, but silver case plus 25th award, I love it very much. It feels more like a video game than a catch theft. Yeah, and I think you could get that for less than 60, honestly. I think they had a special edition for like 40 or something, so I don't even think it was like a $60 game. They're almost ready. Almost ready to go. They're just building up this excitement, aren't they? Oh boy, here we go. Can you play Galaxy Glitch Groove next? Maybe. I'll have to remember that though. You might have to write that down. Or if you join my Discord and like I have a suggestions channel, that helps because my brain isn't the best at remembering suggestions sometimes. What if they announce Suda51 Funko Pops and then dip? This is a Jackhammer remix from the Silver Case. Erika Ito remix, specifically. It's a pretty good song, isn't it? Grasshopper Manufacturer should make a Silver Case sequel that's a golfing game. I'd be down. The stream should be starting any minute. Grandfu said Swery is better than Suda in every way. Look, hey, these are two very different artists, okay? They're doing their own things, okay? I appreciate Swery for what he does. It's funny how many people are asking about a Lollipop Chainsaw remaster when they are actually doing one already, but it's not. Grasshopper isn't involved. Killer 8, fingers crossed. Killer 7 Plus. That's what they gotta call it. Thanks for keeping us entertained and updated while we wait, man. Thank you, I appreciate. Hey, thank you everyone for coming to this stream. I appreciate it. I'm not used to having this many Grasshopper fans to talk about Grasshopper with and experience this at the same time. Don't worry, I'm refreshing and stuff. We're gonna go right to the stream as soon as it's ready. Yeah, the Killer 7, like, extended edition, I would really love that. No More Heroes is the only game I played, to be honest. I should probably play more other games. Yeah, I would definitely recommend it. If you're coming off of Killer 7, Killer is Dead might be a good thing to start with next. I believe Lollipop Chainsaw Remake is being handled by Kadokawa. Yeah... yeah, that maybe. I don't remember. Boxseller said, when was your introduction to Grasshopper? My introduction to Grasshopper, I had only vaguely heard about Killer 7, and then I had gotten a Wii, and No More Heroes was coming up, and it was like this big deal because it was like the first M-rated Wii exclusive, so it just looked interesting, I wanted to get it. And I was at a swap meet or a flea market one day, and I saw Killer is Dead on sale, like a used copy of Killer is Dead. It might have been a new copy even of Killer is Dead for like 10, 15 bucks. And I said, hey, this is from the same company that's doing No More Heroes. Why don't I play this and I'll see what this is all about? And it was Killer7. I took Killer7 home. I had no idea what was going on. I was confused. I almost gave up on the first mission, and then I pushed myself to keep going, and by the end of the first mission, I fell in love with Killer7. Like, I had to keep going. Like, I was enthralled with the game. So Killer7 was my introduction, and it was right before No More Heroes 1 came out, and then of course I got that when that came out. No More Heroes 3 Final Boss was amazing. Favorite Grasshopper manufacturing game? I mean, for me, Killer7, it was the first one I played, but I also think it was just such a unique experience that I've never quite had again. But I like all of their games to one degree or another. So many friends who bought Nightmare Edition of Killer is Dead on Steam haven't played it. Yeah, it goes on sale for like $2 every once in a while. That's probably why. It's worth playing. Killer is Dead has some issues, but I think it's a fun game overall. I think its biggest issue might just be it went a little too deep into the enigmatic part. That, like, Killer7 was enigmatic, but it was also it made sure to keep you compelled at the same time. There was enough of it that made sense that you could follow some of the story threads, but I think Killer is Dead went just a little too deep into that enigmatic part, where if you know a little bit more about what's going on, I think it's more interesting. And that's not something you usually find out until after you beat the game already. If they did make a sequel to Shadow of the Damned, I think Damned Dark Knight would be a better title. I mean, it looks like that's what they wanted to do. You're making a joke, huh? Because that's what they did in TSA. I like the idea that Damned, just the word Damned, would be like the series, and then they can keep using different subtitles off of that. Well, I've heard the Killer is Dead port is rough in terms of the frame rate. Like, it doesn't have high frame rate, but I don't have a problem with frame rates down to 30 FPS. I think 30 FPS is fine, but I get that a lot of people are used to like 60 FPS, so it looks weird to them. But for me, 30 FPS is perfect. Luis Diaz says Killer7 is still my favorite. Wish Michigan got released. I still have to play Michigan Report. Damned, 4th Chaos Emerald. Well, if you showed up to any of their streams they've done, they do on occasion have some technical issues. They're still kind of getting the hang of it, but it's okay. It happens. And don't worry, we're keeping track of the updates and stuff. You know what? I should close Discord so make sure everything's running well. If anyone's joining the Discord, I will welcome you guys after the stream. But right now I just need to have Discord closed so we don't have that extra distraction. Your reviews, when are they streaming live? I check both Twitch and YouTube. It's gonna be here on YouTube, but it's gonna start any second. They're just having a delay. Just hoping for a cooking sim. I've never seen your channel before now, but being the only person streaming the Grasshopper Direct, you've got a fast subscribe for me. I appreciate that, Jordan. Thank you. Yeah, I don't do these very often, but if it's Grasshopper, I had to do it. Like, that is mandatory to me. Did you play the Let It Die spin-off? No, I didn't. If something isn't like, if something doesn't have Grasshopper's involvement, even if it's kind of a spin-off of something they've done, it kind of makes me hesitant to really try it out because, you know, it's different people doing it. I mean, it looked okay, but I just, you know, I'm not even someone who's really into what Let It Die was, but I only tried it because it was Grasshopper. But it's not really my kind of game usually. Like something that's very heavily like online focused. Death First didn't even have Uncle Death. How could they not have Uncle Death? That was like the one thing that really became recognizable off of Let It Die, I feel like. I knew who Uncle Death was like years before I played it. Oh, Foss said, hoping for some cool reveals. Suda always makes top tier shit. I agree. Suda's fighting a Lionel right now. Demusfo said, Let It Die was cool, too grindy, and wanted microtransactions. Yeah. Apparently it did well. I guess a lot of people downloaded it, but it is what it is, you know. Suda showed interest in making a Deadpool game because he liked the character a lot, but I think more recently he said because Deadpool's gotten so popular, he kind of wants to, if he was going to do a Marvel game, it would be on like newer, lesser known characters, like the newer X-Men characters that not a lot of people know about, including me. Because that's how Suda is. He likes to like focus on things that maybe don't get as much attention. Sub for the Haunted PS1 demo disc support. Oh, thank you. Oh, I love the Haunted PS1 demo disc. Those things are so cool. I still need to catch up with the one that they did last year before I do the next one. I do like that meme that Suda51's late because he's like playing Zelda. Because like the last tweet he made, he was like, oh, I just got all the shrines. So there's a non-zero chance that Suda's just playing Zelda right now. I don't know if Grasshopper could really do like a straight up open, like a big open world game. I feel like that might be a little big for them. That's why the open world elements in the No More Heroes games tend to be a little rough, I feel like. Silvercase 2425, what's it like on Switch? It's cool. If you're into like visual novel stuff, the Silvercase is kind of, it's a lot to take in though. It's very deep. Like, it's got a very complicated story, I'll say, that you probably will have no idea what's going on through a lot of it. Like, even more so than most of his other games, which just says a lot. Like, I feel like with Killer7, the first time you play it, you have no idea what's going on, and then the second time you play, you're like, oh, you start to realize a lot of things that you didn't get the first time. But with the Silvercase, it's just tricky all around, and you have to like really deep dive into it. I would be if there was some No More Heroes 3 DLC, and I'm usually not a DLC person, I would probably get that right away because it's more No More Heroes 3. Linear games are better anyway, that's why I like Suda games, says Kota. I prefer linear games myself. That tends to be my cup of tea, personally. A Shadows of the Damned movie or TV show, that would be interesting. An anime with Grasshopper or Suda's involvement would be pretty sick. I know Suda did direct an anime short. It was like a short, like 10-minute thing, not too long ago, which was pretty neat. And can anyone guess what it was centered around? What single object or symbol was involved in the animated short that he directed? Can anyone get, or did he write it? I think he wrote it actually. Everyone in the chat guess if you haven't seen it already. The Rings of Saturn, said Fact. Close. Yes, it was the moon. Kamunet 51. Kasuda is obsessed with the moon and we love him for it. Every time I go outside and I see the moon, I say, oh, there's a Suda reference. Toilets. Yeah, they are running late, but it's okay. We have each other. That's all that matters. Let's see. No update yet. Studio Trigger, No More Heroes anime. He's a bit of a lunatic. Yeah, good point. That's actually a huge part of the story in Killer is Dead. If you understand where the term lunatic comes from, it helps you understand a lot of what's going on in that game. I know it's pretty brutal, but any second now. Well, I shouldn't say any second now. Any moment now, it should be starting. Yeah, Travis Hexagon is in between 2 and 3. How about a Killer7 anime? Could be pretty cool too. How many seconds now has it been? At least 3. When you get in a fight with the No More Heroes fan and he starts shouting desserts. Oh, that's not Grasshopper music. Let me change that. Let's see here. There we go. I started getting to the other parts of my playlist that has non-Grasshopper music. Killer7 is a very gamey game, don't know if it could pull off as an anime. Well, they tried to do it as a comic, but it only lasted 4 issues. But the comic was just kind of retelling the game anyways. Maybe Suda's taking a dump. Very possible. A few hours later. What's everyone's favorite boss from a... Let's say No More Heroes, just to cut it down. What's your favorite No More Heroes boss? I mean, how could you get to Dr. Peace and hear him sing this and not just be like, this is amazing? Let's see, Holly Summers, Henry, Bad Girl, Margaret, or Dr. Peace, Destroy Man. All kinds of different ones. Shinobu. Fex said Mimi. That one's cool because you get to play as Henry, who actually plays very different from Travis. Instead of like melee attacks, like with his like punching or kicking like Travis does, he has like a dash he does. Holly has the best thematic impact. I'm biased for Shinobu because I liked her character a lot. As a kid, I had a crush on Shinobu, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. Alright, Grasshopper, what's going on here? We getting a stream soon? Update, update. Not yet. I get you, it's the afro. She does have a pretty cool afro. Volodarsky. I think all the bosses in 1 are pretty great. Your experience with No More Heroes was through Paradise? That's unfortunate, honestly. I mean, I know a lot of people first experienced No More Heroes through the PS3 version, but that version like butchered the visuals. I want to do a video on that sometime. I think a lot of people aren't really aware of how messed up, because the PS3 version of No More Heroes had nothing to do with Grasshopper either. I think Konami ported it, and I don't know what they were thinking, but the colors and the shading and everything is just like all muddy and washed out and greasy. Okay, new update. I've gotten word it should be ready to go within about 15 to 20 minutes. So, once again, our sincerest apologies for the delay and not being able to keep up with everyone here. We'll be tweeting. Okay. Alright, it sounds like about 15 to 20 minutes. Sorry everyone for the delay. I am not an employee of Grasshopper, but I feel like I should apologize just because you're all here. Yeah, everyone, 15 to 20 minutes. Actual soundtrack or Silver Gunna? Good question. That's funny, I actually had the Silver Gunna version on my... Oh, this is a Silver Gunna version, actually. And the funny thing is I added this to my playlist by accident. I didn't realize it was Silver Gunna originally. I feel like this is a really subtle Silver Gunna, like compared to most of his stuff, which is probably why I didn't notice it the first time. Suda's still enjoying Starbucks. Yeah, No More Heroes 3 is available on PS4. I actually have it, and apparently it's one of the best versions of the game for some reason. Don't hate me for this, but remakes of No More Heroes and 1 and 2 on Unreal Engine would slap. I'm not against remakes of No More Heroes, I just think they have to... The problem with the PS3 version isn't because it was in a different engine, it's just, they just butchered the visuals. But I know that's just like saying it without really explaining it, like... I need to do a video on that, like, especially now. If I had my video, we could just watch it, but I haven't made the video yet. Comparing the Wii version and the... or even the Switch version, which is just based on the Wii version, it's just high resolution. Do you think it's worth restarting No More Heroes on PS5 when I'm halfway through on the Switch already? It's up to you. You can get through it pretty quickly if you just sell stuff to Bishop. You could get like all the money you need to pay for the fees. Frank Smith said it's not just the visuals, the FPS is effed up. Controls have a massive input lag. Yeah, I haven't really played the PS3 version personally, so I don't really know about the gameplay. I have heard things, but like for me the biggest sin is the visuals. Oh, the full version of The Return. You're talking about the No More Heroes 3 trailer that they didn't announce that it was No More Heroes 3 when you first watched it, so it was just as if you were getting introduced to these new characters. I loved that as well. That's such a Grasshopper thing. You got it confused with the movie Arrival, probably. Imagine Killer is dead, but Suda got to actually finish it. That's what it always felt like to me. I feel like Killer is Dead stops as soon as it starts ramping up. Like, it starts getting, like, really interesting towards the end, and then the game ends. I agree, TSA has an amazing soundtrack. I wish more Grasshopper manufactured games had a Spanish translation. That's fair. Hopefully they'll be able to do that more. Let's see if there's any new updates. It should be starting pretty soon. About 10 to 15 minutes. Itadakimasu is an all-time banger for sure. Mibi produced that one. Mibi's really talented. PSA had multiple language versions of the same song. Oh really? What song was that? Thoughts on Moonlight Syndrome? I've not actually played Moonlight Syndrome, and it's funny because I have a copy of it. I actually got to go to Japan earlier this year, and I was looking all over for like Grasshopper stuff. I found a copy of Moonlight Syndrome and the Silver Case on PS1. I was hoping to find Japanese versions of Killer7 and Flower, Sun, and Rain, but I couldn't find them, unfortunately. Didn't Suda only partially direct No More Heroes 2? He didn't even direct No More Heroes 2. He was like, I think he was he was credited as like creative producer or something. He was like an executive, something like that. Now here's the thing, I think every Grasshopper game, Suda has some involvement in, probably. In fact, a lot of them are probably his initial idea, but he can't work on every game the same amount. So that's why a lot of Grasshopper games, you don't see him being the director or the head writer or whatever. Executive director, that's what it was, 4:30 a.m. But the thing is, executive director is usually code word for they contributed, but they weren't like they didn't like oversee everything. Faust did not like the No More Heroes 2 boss. A lot of people don't like Jasper Bat Jr. Especially like that insta-kill move he does in the second phase. He's also just not that interesting, which I guess was kind of the point. They were making him a joke. No More Heroes 2 is like a Flanderized version of No More Heroes 1. Like, they really kind of go over the top. That's actually kind of some of the problems I had with it. Is that it almost feels like they're trying to take the easy, like, edgy elements of No More Heroes 1 that were like naturally like that and kind of exaggerate them. And I still like No More Heroes 2, but I do think that you can tell that Suda didn't direct it. You could tell that I don't know. And I'm not trying to say that he needs to direct everything for it to be a good game, but I think he definitely adds on touches that would otherwise be missing. James said, I love Swery stuff. It's got a lot of humanity in it. It's just weird, dumb art. I really appreciate Swery. His games have a lot of faults, but they're like very unique and they're very interesting for the most part. Executive director equals extensive notes. It's hard when it comes to like at least film, like when someone says when someone is a producer or an executive director, they could have a good amount of involvement or they could have like no involvement. There's like the title doesn't really tell you much. I would be pretty happy if they announced Hotel Barcelona. Yeah, Grasshopper is not involved with the Lollipop Chainsaw remake, unfortunately. Suda wanted to get Juliet in Travis Strikes Again, but Warner Bros. wouldn't give her to him. They wouldn't let her be a pixel, like a sprite on the screen for the text-based parts, which is like messed up. So honestly, that's kind of why I'm not super excited about the Lollipop Chainsaw remake, because EA obviously doesn't respect Grasshopper at all if they're not going to do that. Even EA, of all people, came to some agreement with Suda to give him back Shadows of the Damned. How is EA going to be more reasonable than another company? Like, come on. Oh yeah, this is I think this song is just the Death Drive console beat. So when you're selecting the game in the Death Drive, this song plays. I remember when I first heard this tune, I was like, yo, what? Juliet does make a cameo in Killer is Dead. That's a good point. I don't know why they couldn't. You know what? They're dumb. If they let her get a cameo in Travis Strikes Again, people would have just been more excited to see Lollipop Chainsaw. More of us would probably be excited about it. But Warner Bros. Or whoever decided that are just, come on. Everyone else played ball. Capcom let them use Killer7. EA let them get Shadows of the Damned. But Warner Bros. Was just being jerks. EA try not to be the worst imaginable challenge impossible. That's the funny part. I think that they owned Shadows of the Damned already when they did Travis Strikes Again, and that's probably why they were allowed to do what they did. Because, for those of you who don't know, in Travis Strikes Again, there's like direct references to how EA interfered and screwed around with the development of Shadows of the Damned. And just made Suda depressed. Dr. Juvenile in Travis Strikes Again is kind of a avatar for Suda in a lot of ways, like giving his actual thoughts out on like what he had to go through. Obviously she's also her own character, but I think a lot of what she says resonates with what he felt and went through. Neo Nemesis, yeah, I love this song as well. Let's see. It should be starting very soon. Hopefully within the next few minutes. I honestly didn't expect this. A Swery direct. Still need to play Travis Strikes again before No More Heroes 3. I recommend it. Try to go into it with an open mind. Very story driven. I love using Kill the Past music in my comic dubs, says Ivan Dubs. Masafumi Takada is such a good composer. I agree. I love his stuff. I think Killer7 is one of the best soundtracks ever made. It's too bad he doesn't work with Grasshopper anymore. I don't think he's really done any music for them aside from maybe a couple remix tracks for the 25th Word. But I think that might just be Suda's decision, because Suda really likes using new artists and unknown artists. And I honestly think that's all it is. I think it's just Suda wanting to use lesser known people, which is cool, you know? Like, one thing he likes to do is he likes to take people who have never done anything for video games before and get them involved in video games, which I think is pretty cool. Yeah, now Masafumi does Danganronpa apparently. I was trying to look up his music on Spotify one day, and there was no Grasshopper things, and it was all just like 100 Danganronpa albums. Yeah, in fact, you might be a little behind, by the way. Possibly. Man, the build-up, the tension. What does Willy Wonka say? The suspense is terrible. I hope it will last. Oh, the fast chat is making text entry laggier. Oh, geez. That's crazy. Yup, Tex-Mex, another banger. Once again, if any Grasshopper Suda51 fans want to join the Discord so I have more people to talk to about Grasshopper stuff, feel free to do it. There should be a link to the server in the description. Yeah, I still can't, I don't think I can process right now that there's 300 people almost watching. Suda tweeted 10 p.m? Okay. So it looks like it's starting at 10 p.m. now. Alright, so that's just in like 6 more minutes. Alright, come on, baby. Suda himself apologizing. Suda-san. I'm glad that I didn't have to wait for this by myself, or I'd be going crazy. Listen to Jay never stop talking about killing the past. Yep. It's true. That is not an exaggeration. I talk about it way too much. Grasshopper nerds are crazy and hungry for new games. It's true. We just can't stop the craving to kill the past. This has been a fun live chat. What nice to find you doing this tonight. I appreciate that. Thank you, Anthony. Yeah, no, this has been awesome. You know, I was thinking about doing a Killer 7 playthrough leading up to this because I haven't played it in a while. Now I might have to do a Killer 7 playthrough after this. And definitely not just because I'm gonna try to try to goad some of you guys to show up there as well. But just anyone interested in that, I was already thinking of doing a Killer 7 playthrough soon, so. It's funny, the first stream I ever did was Killer 7 but it came out really bad because I didn't know how to stream yet and I was balancing my audio out. How long is Killer 7? I want to say it's about like a 10-hour game maybe. If you know what you're doing, which I should. Might be a little longer if you're playing it for the first time. So I would probably do it like in a few streams or so. I wouldn't do it all in one stream. Unless I was doing some kind of marathon or something. Oh god, so I just checked my phone and seeing everyone joining the Discord. Thank you, I appreciate it. I will give you guys a proper welcome after the stream. If you did a Killer 7 playthrough, would you stream on YouTube? Yeah, I do my streams on YouTube. I've thought about trying Twitch, but so far I just do YouTube streams. Oh, hang on. It might be coming. Okay. It looks like they're uploading it now. It is going to be a video, and I'm gonna play it immediately as soon as it comes up. So it looks like it's coming soon. I'm down to watch you play various Grasshopper games. Well, I appreciate that, and it gives me more of a reason to play them more. I've already played a lot, but I mean, I'm gonna do Shadows of the Damned when that comes out. The remaster. I'm just more used to YouTube. It's what I've always used, you know? You want to hear Moonlight Syndrome, Edge of the World? I think that's on my playlist already, so let me just go ahead and... Where I have Edge of the World? I have Metropolitan Edge. That's close enough, right? Orbital said, my friends don't really like Grasshopper games, but I'm excited to join the Discord and catch some streams. Awesome. It's funny, I'm actually going to have a poll tomorrow for my next suggestion game. So, everyone who joined right now is going to get a vote on a poll pretty soon. Twitch is kind of on fire right now. Alright, well maybe it's a good thing that I'm on YouTube then. Hi Brazil, I'm Argentina. So many different Grasshopper fans from different countries, that's awesome. Mexico, that's cool. I'm getting kind of excited for this now. It should be popping up any second. Oh, Suda literally tweeted, not yet, maybe I'll go take down a Lionel for now. He's playing into the meme. The meme is real. Spanish fans are the largest group of Suda fans. Are they really? I know that the funny thing is Grasshopper is a Japanese company that's not very popular in Japan. But they're pretty popular in the, well, no, I shouldn't say pretty popular, but they're, one of their biggest fan bases is in the US, I know that. Hi from Costa Rica. Sorry if I'm missing some of these. We Are Finally Cowboys is a really good track, I agree. Oh man, any second now. You forgot all about it, Savage? So how did you guys find the stream? I'm actually curious. Were you on YouTube and you searched for Grasshopper stream? Did I accidentally do the perfect SEO? Or whatever the heck you call it? Suda makes pretty cool Mexican characters, Hispanic characters in general. Mask Day Smith, Coyote Smith. Garcia. He puts in a pretty diverse cast of characters in like his different games, which is cool. Search for the Grasshopper Direct, and you got here. Coyote Smith is actually my favorite Killer7 character. I even got like a statue figure thing made, fan made by he goes by Killer7 I think, but also he goes by Sal 4. He makes his own like figures out of like 3D printing, and he does a really good job. I have a fascination of luchador in any piece of media. I blame Suda for that. Oh, that makes sense. Cracking up watching everyone flock to the stream. Yeah, I am just a little channel who gets like maybe a few people watching me most of the time. Every once in a while, if I'm playing like maybe like something that's popular at the moment, I'll get up to like 10 people watching, but usually it's like a few people. So this is very unusual for me. So if I sound like some crazy rambling person who's never had 300 people watching his streams before, that's because it's exactly true. Any second now. Any second now. That's right, there's the border with Mexico in No More Heroes 1. Forgot about that. I think in No More Heroes 3 it's in there as well. Imagine if they had a Mexico DLC. You could go like down to Tijuana. For you Killer7 fans out there, I might be planning a video on Killer7 soon as well, sometime this summer. That's another thing you might be interested in. Get your silver eyes ready. I'm like way too, I feel like I've had like 20 energy drinks, like waiting, like partially waiting for this, and then also because there's so many people watching me right now, I think I'm not used to it. But it's okay, all eyes will be directed to the direct once it's finished uploading. The energy of the crowd is electric, yeah. They say that's why pro wrestlers are able to like get through the pain a lot when they're getting like their bodies thrown through tables and stuff, because the energy from the crowd. It'd be a lot harder to do it without the crowd, which they did have to do for a bit. You have a nice podcast voice. I appreciate that, thank you. As long as it's not an annoying voice. Oh, you should hear me when I'm freaking out, because I don't do it very often, but sometimes if I'm playing a game and something really screwed me over, the podcast voice turns into pain. It's crazy that luchadors were like superheroes back in the day, yeah. They really were, especially because they would like never take their masks off. Watch it just be merchandise announcements. You know what? Grasshopper is just like me. They do their work at the last possible minute. Let's all be honest, we've all done that, right? An essay or something was due, or maybe a work project was due, the time is ticking. Yeah, Master Smith was like a hero to children. He even has a line, right? He's like, kids are pure. They know who's the strongest. Do you show up fashionably late by over an hour? Maybe not, maybe not. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe something happened. Maybe Kunlan interrupted the upload. He caught the disc with the direct on, and he flew to the Seattle Space Needle. I learned about Lucha through Jackie Chan Adventures of all things. Oh, El Toro, right? Dude, I used to watch Jackie Chan Adventures. That was a cool cartoon. It was good stuff. Oh, let's not No More Heroes. Here, let's play this. 3 minutes? Did they update? Yeah, usually when your upload's getting close to finish, YouTube tells you 3 minutes, according to YouTube. Oh, this is it, guys. If YouTube said it's true, then it's gotta be. How did such a hard song come out of nowhere? Dude, I'm excited. Look, whatever happens, guys, even if this is just a trick devised by Satan, if this is a merch sell, whatever happens, guys, I'm just glad that you are all here so we could go through it together. Come on, Grasshopper, we're ready. We are ready for whatever you're trying to sell us.
I'll find y'all entertaining
Coming any minute now. We're proud to announce Suda 52. Imagine if it gets uploaded and then they forget to make it public and then they fall asleep. Then we would be the true fools. I love how the No More Heroes like main thing jingle is so iconic. They just keep putting it in different songs and somehow it works. It just keeps working. 1 minute left. Here it comes. I think it's like around noon in Japan right now. It's like afternoon at this point. So it would be weird if they fell asleep. The Blob thing kept saying Adrian just to have another Rocky reference. I think that's the only reason why, honestly. Uh-oh. Oh, PK Whooper, thank you for that donation. I appreciate it. Get ready, y'all. Get ready. Oh, the perfect music. This isn't Grasshopper related, but... Oh, they know about the pizza time. They know about the pizza time. This was a complete coincidence. It was just on my playlist, so... I think this is too intense. We're gonna explode out of our seats at this rate. Come on, baby. And I'm refreshing over and over again. Don't you worry, guys. I am on top of it. Come on, baby. You're ready for the grasshopping. I did stream Hotline Miami 1 and 2, and they were really fun. I actually like those games a lot. I can see why Suda likes them so much. Video was on the playlist, but it got deleted. It might just not be public as well. Oh, I see. Oh, the video's processing. Okay, so I have the link to the video now. So now I could refresh right on the page itself. I saw a familiar face on there as well. I was wondering about that. Someone saw the bad girl, yeah? That's actually someone you might know on Twitter. We will all see pretty soon. Wait. Oh, I think it's... Oh, it's ready, guys. This is not... Well, okay, here we go. Everyone ready? Here we go. Oh, it's low quality though. Is everyone okay with that? It hasn't been processed yet. Alright, let's just watch it. We'll watch it again in HD after. Yo, here it is. 11 minutes, okay.
Hey everybody, it's finally time for Grasshopper Direct. I'm James Mountain, Grasshopper Manufacturer Community Manager, and this is Bad Girl, aka Maddie.
Hi, today I am Bad Girl because of course she is the best girl. And you know, I just felt like getting a little drunk and killing some people today.
That is a pretty badass costume. You make that yourself? Or?
A little bit.
Nice. So today, in commemoration of Grasshopper's 25th anniversary, Bad Girl here and I thought we'd give you guys a little peek at some of the stuff that we're currently working on here in the studio.
That reminds me, I saw that commercial you guys did, and didn't Garcia totally kill you?
Yeah, we thought about doing something like coming out wrapped up all in bandages, or me claiming to be James's twin brother or something like that, but we realized that was kind of stupid, and the whole point of this Grasshopper Direct is to, you know, directly convey all this info that we've got for the fans. So we said screw it.
Awesome. Well, people have been waiting for this, so let's go ahead and get started.
Right, first we're going to start off with some comments from our CEO, Suda51. What's up, assholes? I established Grasshopper Manufacturer on March 30th, 1998, and thanks to just the amazing support and money that we've gotten from all our fans and employees and people we've ripped off over the years, we've made it 25 years in the business. So thanks, you guys. There's not a whole lot else for me to say, so I'll just talk about some random shit, I guess. I was born on January 2nd, 1968, someplace in the middle of fucking nowhere in Nagano Prefecture called Ueda City. And ever since I was a little kid, I've kind of fucking... Okay, you know what? I feel like this is gonna get super long, so thanks a lot for the comments to the 51. We appreciate it.
That's totally not Suda 51. He definitely does not speak that much English, and by the way...
Okay, you guys, let's take a look at some of the stuff that we've done over the past 25 years here at Grasshopper Manufacturing.
Alright, we got like a retrospective going on here. Remind everyone why we like them so much. That really was Suda 52, wasn't it? The meme came true. He's always one step ahead of us when it comes to the memes. Yo, what was that? What? Scrap. You see that? They had scrapped projects cleared up. Is that frog minutes? I wonder if those are actually scrap games or not allowed to show. They're teasing us. I like how they use like the Wii footage for the No More Heroes games, it looked like.
Wasn't that an awesome little video?
It really was, but are you sure we can show some of those things that never
And
got
now for
finished?
the stuff you guys have all been waiting for, some of the projects we've currently got on our plate here at Grasshopper Manufacturer.
He's back.
Yo.
More terrifying than any demon. The most devoted, determined man in the world. Legendary demon hunter Garcia Hotspur. A non-stop action love story, taking you straight through the deepest depths of hell. Shadows of the Damned Remastered.
Are you gonna tell us the announce date? Or what's gonna happen? I mean, to all current platforms, probably.
The remaster is currently in production, and we'll keep you guys updated as soon as we've got more info to share.
Oh my god, I'm so excited! When's the release date?
So now moving on, we even listed international comic artist Peach Momoko of Marvel Comics fame to whip up some special 25th anniversary art for us, so let's take a look at that.
Peach Momoko, renowned for her Marvel Comics cover art and manga illustrations. Watch her flex her skills as she creates her own original Grasshopper Manufacture 25th anniversary artwork. And now, check out the finished piece right here in the studio.
Yo, that's sick.
And here's the actual finished piece itself. Isn't that badass?
This is so cool. Look at all these different characters from different Grasshopper games. But who's this character over here?
Oh, guys, I'm so embarrassed. I got an ad.
The only thing that
Weird.
she left me. And now I have no girl, no cat, no kitsana, no honor. What do I have?
What is this? Was that a fake trailer? That's awesome. It's still Yakuza, the video game. Dude, they trolled us.
Who's this character over here?
And we'll also be doing a special giveaway, and we'll be posting this on our social media channels right after this, so keep your eyeballs peeled. Also, there's more.
これが最大のプリント幅だったんですよね、この業者での。もっとでかいと多分変わってくるし。
In celebration of Grasshopper Manufacturer's 25th anniversary, the official Grasshopper Manufacturer merch shop is now open. Our first batch of merchandise includes special 25th anniversary t-shirts and, well, a few regular Grasshopper Manufacturer t-shirts. We'll be dropping more new items in the future, so keep an eye out for new stuff. Show your friends how much cooler you are than them with official Grasshopper Manufacturer swag.
And our new swag shop will be officially opening right now.
Oh my god, is there overseas shipping?
Maddie, you bet your ass there is.
Even Antarctica?
Lastly, check this out.
ご会長こっちですかご会長どっちかっていうとこっちがご会長
Celebrating 25 years of Grasshopper Manufacture games, longtime Grasshopper Manufacture concept artist Tadayuki Nomaru is holding his very own art exhibition. Check out a wide range of Nomaru's original art, all in one place. The exhibition will be held in downtown Tokyo at Gallery Titoka in Kanda, not far from Akihabara, from July 22nd through August 6th. Swing by to get your mind blown by some awesome and totally abnormal Nomaru artwork.
This is pretty much just for those of you who are out here in Japan, but if you've got the chance, be sure to swing by and check it out. And apparently they'll be selling some special limited edition merchandise there as well.
Hey, since I live like way out in the boonies, the company's gonna pay to fly me out and
well,
see
that's
it,
about
right?
it for today's Grasshopper Direct. It sure was chock full of all kinds of juicy little nuggets. And now to finish things off, let's get a comment from our CEO, Suda51, and this time I promise it's the actual for real Suda51. I was like, shit, look at this fucking thing. So I got up, I ran my ass down to the bookstore. Okay, well, it looks like he still hasn't finished his initial comment, so screw it. Anyway, we hope you guys dig all the cool shit we've got coming up here at Grasshopper Manufacture, and thank you all for joining us today.
Wait, do you hear something coming from behind that wall?
Shooting a fucking video, man. What the hell?
No, another YouTube ad. Electric Thunder Tiger 14. What the heck? What is this? Ow.
お
そう
そうそれ。
撮影してるんですけど、
あ、ごめん、撮影してた？
はい。
嘘。気づかなかった。ごめん、ずっと寝してたの。
まあ、せっかくなんで、記念コメント。
いいかな、これ。
Every
新作
means
の
true.
名前だけど、大丈夫？
いや、大丈夫。
皆さん、グラスホッパー25周年経ちました。100年ブランドまであと75年。これからも新しいゲームを作っていきます。
That's the new game
よろしく
back there.
さよなら。
What is it? Tell us. No, they can't do this to us.
グラスホッパー25周年迎えることができました。100年ブランドまであと
Trolling us. What game
75
is
年。
that?
これからもエクストリームなゲームを作っていきます。よろしく。もう一回。
Ah, that's so stylistic. Okay, that's it. Okay, so we didn't get any dates though, unfortunately. Ah, okay. So yeah, I was hoping we would get a date. That was the main thing I was hoping for. But yeah, that looked like that was the game back there. The new game they're working on. See if we could get a closer look. It looks really slick. Look at that. What is that? What is going on? They're outside. There's like a radar. Oh man. So many little menus. That's a little intimidating. Okay. Well, I'm excited for whatever game that is. I was hoping they were going to announce it. But you know, this was still a cool thing. They announced Shadows of the Dam's going to be on every platform, probably. There's a merch store. I don't know what I assume these are jokes, like the little trailers they were playing. If you live in Japan, or you can go to Japan within the next month or two, you could go check out that art exhibit. Damn. That's like I'm so hyped. More art. I actually did win some art one time from Grasshopper. I don't think it would be legal for me to win again. Wow. Well, what does everyone think? I will say, I was hoping for a more specific announcement on the new game. I guess they're still working on it. But this was a nice little thing. Hey, maybe they'll start doing more directs, you know? Like once in a while we'll get a Grasshopper direct where they're updating us on what's going on. I do think it's cool they finally have a freaking merch store. How long has it been? People have been asking them to sell t-shirts or something. Let's see here. Well, I'm not sure what else to do now, guys. I mean, that was a lot of fun. It's in HD now. You play it in HD. Maybe we'll be able to see those screens a little better. Seems like they were making a last minute change. Yeah, I don't know. They might have been editing something in or out of the video. We did get a little more Shadows of the Dam gameplay, which we were not seeing in HD initially. Where was that at? Yeah, thanks everyone for joining. I appreciate it. I know this was a little thing when you had that big delay. but I'm still really excited.
The remaster is currently in production, and we'll keep you guys updated as soon as we've got more info to share.
Oh my god, I'm so excited! When's the release date?
So now moving on, we even...
They're trolling us, see? Even she's asking, when's the release date? But you know, it is what it is. It's gonna come. They've been working on it. Look at that. What is that game? They're outside. There's trees. Whoa, there's something floating. See that floating to the right? Is that a ghost or is it a... Oh, what is this? At first I thought it was gonna be him playing Tears of the Kingdom. Let it cook, yeah, exactly. I feel like when we think Direct, we compare it to Nintendo. I can understand the disappointment, but the new info is new info. Yeah, it's true. We didn't really know what this was gonna be. It is what it is. It probably didn't help that we had that big delay. Pseudo fans try not to have a psychotic break. Yeah. But, you know what? At least we know the game didn't get cancelled randomly. That could have happened. Look, it's right there, whatever that is. Whatever's going on. What do you think they're hiding in the middle there? That's what they're really hiding. Oh, you know what? Could that be a familiar face? Maybe that's a character down there we would recognize, and that's why they're blurring it. Yeah, they blur it frame by frame. In the frame. You think that's Travis and his fancy purple jacket? You know who else wears a purple jacket? Garcia. Red jacket and a white shirt. It's very purplish. Me. It's Suda's Breath of the Wild. He was so addicted to Breath of the Wild, he made his own version. Yeah, it was a little thing. They were just having fun for their 25th anniversary. They said themselves it was like a little do-it-yourself thing. So, but I get what you mean though. I was hyped to see some release dates, but I'm hopefully they'll announce them pretty soon. Some new stuff. I mean, this little bit of this game, but yeah, I get what you mean. It would be cool if we saw a little bit more of what was coming. Can someone read Japanese? Barely, but not really. We'll look at Weapon 1 Phaser? Weapon 2 by... 2 weapons, Blood, Emerald, Explosion? What the hell's going on? I didn't even notice those parts of the hub till just now. I'm gonna be honest, guys. There's over 100 people like still here, and I don't know. I'm not sure what to do. Because I feel like I shouldn't just end the stream with 100 people still here. What are we doing? What's everyone up to today? What's going on here? Blood like Killer is Dead. Yeah, could be like Killer is Dead, or like Killer7 also utilizes blood. Two Emerald Explosion. Killer7 stream. Emerald Explosion is a wrestling move. Oh. That must be like a Japanese wrestling move. It is. Does everyone want to see what an Emerald Explosion looks like? Let's check it out. Alright, give me a second. Video up. Whatever whatever one of the moves are in this video, in this game that's coming out, apparently it's gonna do this collision, which I know like a decent amount about pro wrestling, but I don't know a lot about Japanese pro wrestling, so this is new to me. All right, whatever this game is, apparently you're gonna be able to do this in it.
しかしエルボーです。そしてエメラルドか切り返した。今度は右ソフトーブ。そしてエメラルド。ビザワに対して。
That guy got. Dude, maybe it is No More Heroes. How many Suda characters could do wrestling moves besides Travis? Mask Day Smith could. Killer is Dead did use gems. You're right. The Killer is Dead connection is becoming stronger. Pretty epic. Notorious. Oh, you're right. Suda said that he wanted to bring Notorious back into one of the future games. Jay does not play games on this channel. I do play games on this channel. People want me to play games. I have 100 people here. I feel like I would be an idiot not to do something right now. So, yeah, you know what? Why not? Killer7 streams his video 72. Could do Killer7. What does everyone think? Is there a certain game you think I should play? Do a flip. Go get a webcam and do a flip. Should I run a poll? I could run a poll, I think. Let me see. How do you do that? Killer7 or No More Heroes. We ball. We're balling. Alright, Savage Manus, thanks for joining for the stream. I appreciate it. I'm gonna do a quick poll. Oh, it had a new character, Maddie pointed out. Alright, here we go. Poll time. I'm not used to trying to engage with 100 people here, so. Freeze frame the comic art cover. Oh yeah, that was pretty cool. Let's go check that out. Was that This was pretty cool. Okay, so fun fact, they did a giveaway for the Grasshopper Man updated logo, or like the Grasshopper Man mascot, and I actually won that. Like, out of somehow I won that freaking thing. I have it in my room right now, actually. And in fact, the frame they have for this image is the exact same frame. So they're gonna give this away on Twitter, probably. You guys should try to win that. All right, let's see what's going on here. Play some Killer7. 25 votes. Oh, a lot of people are voting for Killer7. You know what? I could do that. I could do some Killer7. But the question is, do I just do the Steam version, or should I have the GameCube version, or I guess it doesn't matter. Steam version is HD, as long as I can play with the controller. That's all that matters, right? Alright, I could do that. Or why not? Oh wait, hang on a second. You were saying there's a new guy in the picture. Wait, there's multiple new people in the picture. Hang on a second. Who is that Coyote? They're kind of stylized, so I don't exactly like this three-eyed character. I don't know who that is. Who's this person with the like "Don't smoke cigarettes" sign on their shirt? There's actually a few characters here I don't immediately recognize. Top left. Oh, this. It's like a weird mask wearing thing. 51 cents. Huh. Oh, sorry, you couldn't see. This thing, huh? Alright. So most people voted for play Killer7. So, screw it, let's play some Killer7 then. I love Killer7, it's my favorite game. Okay, let me just set that up real quick. Real quick, like. But yeah, once again, thanks everyone for showing up for this. I appreciate it. I can't believe that this many of you stuck around still. You know, Grasshopper fans are just built different, I guess. That's the only explanation. If this was like a Zelda or Mario Direct, you all would have dipped immediately. Let's be honest. Let's be honest, guys. Alright, let's see here. Did I do Killer 8? Because I've already went through Killer7, like the normal mode. Should I do another poll for that? Or should I just do base Killer? Killer 8's kind of hard though, you die in one hit. Most of them do. Would love to watch, but currently in the middle of my first Killer7 playthrough, would rather avoid spoilers. Oh, for sure, Dr. Rub, I appreciate that. And Skull King, thank you for dropping in, I appreciate it. Killer 8? You know what, I haven't done Killer 8 on stream, so sure, let's do that then. Alright, I'm just... Sorry it's installing, but it shouldn't take that long. It's not a super big game, thankfully. Oh yeah, it'll take a minute or two. The funny thing is though, since Killer7 is such a linear game, you wouldn't really... Oh, well, you know what? That's not true. The one thing that you would get spoiled, I guess, is what Killer 8 mode is, although it's just one thing. Those of you that know. That's a good question. Who's everyone's favorite Smith? You know what? Let's do a poll for that. I don't usually have a bunch of people to do a poll with. Oh, I can only do 4. Nope, never mind. See, that's how you know I'm not used to doing polls. Alright, well, everyone could just say what their favorite is. In the screenshots of the new game where the menu's up, one of the weapons is called Brynhilder, a Norse goddess. Really? Matt Stay Smith gang rise up. I hope Pistol Yakuza is real even if it's short. That'd be cool. I can't believe I didn't have Killer7 installed already. I guess it's been a while since I played through it on Steam. Also, holy crap, I got 60 likes. The likes just went to 0. Oh, it's 60. Okay. YouTube's just freaking out. Maskin Dan. Coyote Smith, that's my favorite too, Futility. Kevin Smith. Dude, I have 51 viewers right now. What are the chances? It was Destiny. Alright, I think it just finished installing. Oh, I should get my controller. For anyone who's not played Killer7, you want to play it with a controller. You do not want to play it with mouse and keyboard. It's, I mean, it was designed around a controller, so yeah, there's that, but then also just the fact that I think the mouse and keyboard plays kind of weird too in the Steam port. Master Smith says Destiny. True. Killer7 is verifying. I'm not sure what that means, but okay. It says there was an error synchronizing your file, so I might have to just do Killer7 mode, but either way, right? Either way, it's a fun game. It's an epic game. When did everyone first play Killer7? Or have you played Killer7? Is most of Grasshopper's games ported to PC and play well? A decent amount of them are. Like No More Heroes 1 and 2 and 3 and Travis Strikes Again. I've heard that 1 and 2 is a little finicky at times, but I don't think they're broken. Killer is Dead is on Steam. The Silver Case games are on Steam. And Killer7. Killer7 works very, very well. There's only some minor complaints I have. Alright, it's ready to go. And one of my only complaints is just like the fact that the way that they decided to handle the widescreen isn't the way that I would have done it, but it's not the worst thing in the world. Alright, let me change the screen. Game. Okay, there we go. Now everyone should be able to see. Kevin Smith says nothing, he's so based, yeah. It's funny, he had a couple voice lines and then they took him away when they decided to make him mute. Oh, I'd better turn the volume down, it's gonna be loud. They actually gave one of his voice lines to Coyote, but you can just barely hear it when he's activating his super jump. He says, "Alright, gentlemen." I don't know if my controller's being picked up right now. We'll see in a second. Oh. Usually when that happens, you gotta do the old DS4. One second. DS4. DS4 is here. Right. Connected. There we go. Yeah, I don't know why. But, because I use a PS4 controller. Also, that should be muted. Alright, let's see. Do I have my save files in here? Because it said it wasn't syncing, so... No, there is no data. Okay. Then we're just gonna have to... We're gonna have to just start fresh new then on a Killer7. That's fine. I like how the music gets more intense the harder it gets. So you played Killer7 last year for the first time. That's cool. I'm just gonna do normal just for the hell of it. Killer 8 mode's actually the hardest mode, but since we don't have that extra person helping us. This does look really nice, high resolution. Like this looks so good. I don't know about anyone else, but I always like shooting them right in the pinky. I don't know why. Something about it, it just falls out to me. The old moon. Moon in the sky technique. There he is. So the original Killer7 on GameCube, the cutscenes were widescreen, and it had the red letterboxing. So I always thought when they eventually ported it or remastered it or whatever, all they had to do was like blow up the image and make it like fill the screen. But instead, when they did the port, they decided to just extend the widescreen, so it's like super widescreen. Which I think works okay for the most part, but once in a while, it feels like it kind of undermines like the cinematography of the original game. And there is a mode actually that to make it the original resolution, I think, which I could turn on, but I don't know. People might prefer this. Darren Urameshi said never got to play this.
You mean this shit old?
It's good.
That's
I
where they all
recommend
hang out. Our information
Good night,
tells us
also
that there's
Charles.
14 of them.
Thanks for joining.
And they're all fun.
Keep one alive so we can ask where the boss is.
Anything else I should know?
Nah, not really. You'll know when you see them. They're different.
Will do.
And may the Lord smile.
And
the devil have mercy. I've seen this too many times. Yeah, this upscales so beautifully to HD. Alright, now look at, you're already getting lore. Assignment number 33. So you know that they've been doing this for a while already. And this was when I first played this. I was so confused. I didn't know what was going on because they just throw you in. And I feel like it makes the game harder to get into because you're not given many reasons to like, you're not getting explained as to what the world is like or what's going on. But I appreciate that because it's like, he decided to go for the artistic approach rather than making it more accessible, like, for the average person, I guess? I don't know.
You don't want to go any further. It's dangerous.
He's not afraid to scare off people in the name of art, is what I should...
Dead. They were all murdered.
Jimmy Neutron's been traumatized.
That look like this. I have been chosen.
The little wiggly effects on the Heaven Smile looks so good. Yeah, the gradients.
14. Those bastards are breeding.
Like Fact said, look at the GameCubes in the top left corner. Tell me those aren't supposed to be GameCubes. See that in the back? I'm pretty positive, since this was originally supposed to be a GameCube exclusive. Oh wait, hang on. How do you... Oh, my buttons are switched up. Let me fix that real quick. My bad. It's A. Circle. Okay. Huh. Actually, I'm not sure, because in the original game it should be you press B to turn around, but here it's circle? Did they change that? I'm gonna swap those around. I don't like that. I do not remember them changing that like that. I'm gonna assume it's just some weird thing with PS4. Circle would be the B button. It shouldn't be. Like, that's just weird. Alright, that's better. Alright, but anyways. Oh, and I mean, I was talking about the B button on the GameCube controller. So anyways, these are GameCubes. I don't care what anyone says. Those are supposed to be GameCubes. No one can tell me otherwise. Alright, anyways. Lizard Wazaru, he's pretty cool. He likes to tell us we're in a tight spot a lot. It doesn't help the first person you talk to is this guy. And he's just really... he's really wordy. He's just kind of giving us the introduction here, so... Harmon's room over here we can save. Only when Samantha's in the maid outfit. For whatever reason. And we can go to the TV, and this is where our other personas lie.
Don't make me say it again. I'm a cleaner.
You have Garcian.
Wait here.
And
I've changed my makeup. Did you notice?
You have a GameCube controller for the PC. You know what? I do have a GameCube controller, the PC adapter. I should just use that. That's a good point. I don't know if everyone wants to wait for me to go set it up though. I'll probably do that for when I continue the stream of this.
What did you...
Kevin's asleep.
What did you say?
Later.
Peace. I think, yeah, Mask is asleep too.
Later.
So, I actually like Coyote. Coyote's my favorite, but he's also pretty good just as a general... just for general use. What's weird about Iwazaru? I mean, have you looked at him? Where is he? Where's he gone? He'll be fine. Okay, so our first enemy's in here. This feels so weird playing with the PlayStation controller.
You're fucked.
Oh, I didn't go in there to change. I was just kind of showing off the TV. And I saved. Like, he really wants us to turn back. He does not have very much faith in us.
You're fucked.
Oh, Travis. Now, Travis. Not to be confused with Travis Touchdown. Your chief killed me. You already forgot? I'm Travis. Not related to Touchdown. I'm the killer who got killed on the job. You think I'm a pain in the ass, don't you? I don't know if people want me to read it out loud. I could always just let everyone read it. I don't know. Took me till halfway to figure out you could change in the menus. Yeah. It's pretty useful. This is, what's his name? There's Iwazaru, and then there's two other ones, like Kiwazaru. It's supposed to be like see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. And this one's basically, he's telling you that there's a soul shell. That's probably where Iwazaru's gonna tell us, actually. If you go where he was floating. And I did not know that the first time I played this game because I wasn't reading enough and or I was just confused by everything. Okay, this is... Special Smile gives us a ton of blood if we kill it, but it likes to run away. Here's something else you might not know. Check this out. So most people will use Dan and his 3 charge special to destroy that. Because they think you have to use Dan to do it. You don't actually... oops, I don't have my down kill yet. You don't have to use Dan. Check this out. Oops. There it goes. Yeah, you don't actually have to use Dan to kill that. You can use Coyote. Coyote charge shot. I'm pretty sure if I hit it right the first time, it would have went in one blast. So hang on a second. They use the Mac to text to speech. Kind of, yeah. Wait a minute. That currency in the new game was called Emerald Flosion. Oh, the currency was called that. That sounds so familiar. Also, I should heal. Here's a picture of our target. You know what we'll do today? Since I started this kind of late, we'll this Kunlan. We'll do the Angel mission, which is just this first mission. That way I'm not keeping people up too late or whatever. Look at his shirt, it says Bad Girl. All Suda games are connected. It's our job to eradicate the Heaven Smile. Yeah, the voices in this game are really creepy. Especially when you find out what these are exactly. They're called Remnant Psyches. I mean, it's not really a spoiler, it's just something that you kind of can miss easily. But all of the people that we talk to that talk like this and they're see-through, they're called Remnant Psyches. And they are people that either the Smiths have killed or died near them, or some connection with the Smiths so that they were kind of absorbed into the collective, but they're not strong enough presence to be one of the personas. Like, these are all personas we could switch between, the personalities. Remnant Psyches are like weaker, less tangible personas, basically, that have been, they're kind of stuck with us, so that's why we see them wherever we go. That's what Travis is, and that's what whenever we talk to someone that has like the creepy ghost voice, which makes it work so perfectly, because it's like they don't quite exist, but they kind of do. You might remember some other important emeralds from TSA No More Heroes 3. Yeah, I do remember that. Cassandra said despite liking Mask a ton, he's not very good for collecting thick blood. Right, because he just blows up. He just blows up his enemies. I think you only get blood from the big tanky smiles with Mask. Alright, so we got the soul shell. So now we can go this way. So creepy. So another fun fact is that all the Heaven Smile were voiced by the same voice actor who does Kunlan's voice, which fits, funnily enough, because he creates them. Let's see what Rizar got to say here. We're in an ultra tight spot. Life is precious. You know, one thing that would have been nice, actually, honestly, if you could skip through the text faster, because you're not able to do that. He's just kind of talking about... The thing is, that I think also makes it tricky when you're first playing the game, Uwazaru doesn't really tell you anything important in the first mission at all. He's just saying nonsense. In every other mission, I think he kind of says more important things, so it's easy to overlook him in the later missions. Demon Sweat said the soul shells are the souls of people who died. Yeah. Yeah, something like that. They do suggest that soul shells are people that the Smiths killed or have died around them or connected to them. Well, that guy's dead. He ain't gonna be in Killer 7-8. Killer 7-8. That's why it's another genius thing that I did not notice probably the first couple times I played the game. That okay, that guy blew up. Whenever you're in a location that there aren't any soul shells, because you do the occasional mission where the main goal isn't to get soul shells, it's to get other things. It's because the Smiths have never been there before. So that like gives credence to the concept that the soul shells have to do with moments or deaths connected to the Smiths.
Don't make me sick.
So we can wake up Kevin. No, we can't. Okay, never mind. We haven't been killing enough people apparently. You know, we could have killed more people coming out of the eggs, but we destroyed the nest so quickly. I could play as other characters too, by the way. Okay, if you kill the micro smiles, I think they automatically wake up everyone. I think.
You're fucked.
They do some kind of effect. To be safe, let's use Coded. I don't remember how to... Look how tiny it is. Alright, so killing that... Let's see. Yup, it woke everyone up. Okay. So if you kill the little tiny flying smiles, they wake everyone up. Also, I don't know why I haven't been upgrading people. I should be doing that. I'll do that in the next room. What's Travis looking at? You always want to talk to Travis. He's interesting. Warriors who fight with a holy will on their side and use death as a weapon. The target, the very dignity of the country itself. Good writing. I feel like Suda's strongest suit is his writing. Like, it's always, like, really fascinating stuff.
You're fucked.
Okay, let's actually get some upgrades now. So first off, if you, like, mash button and wiggle the joystick or whatever, it goes faster.
Jeez, you still are an ugly fella. How's it been, huh?
Dan's mean. He says that when you're Coyote. He's talking to Coyote.
I've changed my...
What did you say?
Yeah, I'm just gonna do one of everything. Because we got a down attack. And I'm gonna try to be kind of even here, because we are gonna want to use other people.
I've changed my makeup. Did you notice?
Yeah, there's thick blood and thin blood.
Jeez, you still are an ugly fella.
Destiny. Don't make me say it again. Don't.
Jeez, you still
the only
are
one you
an
can't
ugly
upgrade is Garcian, unfortunately.
Jeez, you still are an ugly fella.
He already has some
How's
skills.
it been, huh?
Don't worry, I'm gonna upgrade everyone.
What did you say?
Later. Destiny. Later.
Peace.
Destiny.
Hellblood. I even like the sound effect, like when you upgrade. I don't know, it sounds like it should be grating on the ears, but it actually is satisfying for me. Utility said I like Suda's style and aesthetics. Yeah, for sure. All right, so we already went this way, right? Isn't that where? You coming through this way? Look, the GameCube's again. I'm going the wrong way. I shouldn't be lost already. That's a bad sign. Hang on. Let me go back over there. Because all we did was run into Travis. There's got to be... I think we went the wrong direction. They usually change their dialogue up between missions. So he doesn't say that all the time. I have my down attack now, so if I could get him crawling, I could finish him off from the ground. Oh, the counter is another thing that a lot of people don't learn how to use, and I didn't know how to use the first time I played. In the Japanese version, that's censored, so she just falls down and there's nothing on her back, and there's no reason why the camera should be focusing on it. Alright, so this guy's a jerk, Yoon-hoon. You don't want to talk to him. He's just for giving you hints. He doesn't add anything to the story, so you don't really need to talk to him at all. And what you need to do is, I'll just do it just to show you. You shoot the mask, and he tells you if you're stuck, he tells you what to do, basically. Yeah, there's a counter effect, I'll show you. You need to unlock it, though. So he takes some of your blood, that's the price. And now look at him. Look at this jerk. So you're the worthless loser. What a pitiful existence. I'm the true mask. I shall guide you. Like, he's basically saying, oh, you're too dumb, you couldn't figure it out yourself. But he's just telling us how to do the puzzle that's in here, which we don't have. Pretty sure it's the bathroom, right? Oh, no, it's the candle. But we don't have what we need for that yet anyways. Uh-oh. I'm still blowing my mind now that I have like 30 plus people watching still. If this keeps up, I might have to do like a once a week Suda stream or something where I just only play Suda games. Which would be fine with me, honestly. This is Kes Bloody Sunday. It sounds like he's saying nonsense, but he actually gives you tips on how to deal with new Heaven Smiles that you haven't ran into yet. Favorite Heaven Smile? I like Another Smile and the Rolling Ball one. That's a good question. I do like, I like the Poison Smiles because they have nothing to do with poison. There's no getting poisoned in this game. But the Poison Smiles, you shoot them dead and they fall down and then they get back up and they do like a reverse laugh. I always kind of like that. Oh, we're gonna get our first carrier pigeon right now. So these are always fun. Okay, so another completely thrown in thing that makes no sense out of context. Dear Amir, who is that? We don't know. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance and many thanks for choosing me for the job. My name is Johnny Gagnon, otherwise known as Speedster. Most people don't even remember this guy. I get excited when I slit a guy's throat. I know that may be sick, but I do the best work in town. This is a report on the job. I'm sure you'll like what I have to say. I watch them like a hawk, so I think a hefty reward is in order. There are 7 in the Smith Syndicate. Dan Smith, who uses a large caliber revolver. Payday Smith, who uses a large automatic rifle. Con Smith, who uses 2 full auto pistols. Master Smith, who uses grenades. Kevin Smith, who uses knives. Coyote Smith, who uses a modified gun. Garcian Smith, who uses a small pistol. They're an armed force that rivals a small army. You wouldn't want to be on their bad side. In conclusion, it is in the interest of the United States to keep them around. There's no telling when they might come in handy. So, the Killer7 are like used by the US government for like dangerous missions or things that only they can take care of. That's kind of what their job is. But once again, if you're like a kid playing this for the first time, we have no idea what's going on. Hey Umbreon, yeah, impromptu Killer7 stream. Because why not, right? It's awesome. I bet you the moving text is hard for some people to read, honestly. I'll be contacting you again, Johnny Gagnon. So you're introduced to so many little plot threads and information that just seems so random and out of pocket that like I said, the first time I played this, I had no idea what was going on really, except like a base understanding of some things. Yeah, Katie uses a scope. I don't know why he says rifle. Johnny Gagnon didn't do his job very good there, did he? Maybe she used to use a rifle, because spoiler alert, those letters are actually really old. Those letters are not actually recent. Those letters happened in the past. Kind of a spoiler, but not really, because that still doesn't really explain anything. Yeah, there is a Killer7 in the remake, but unfortunately, it doesn't have the logo on it anymore. Whoops. I want to get his counters so I could show you guys the counters. I don't remember what you want to upgrade for that, though. I think everyone else has a different thing they want you to upgrade to get the counters. If I was a better Killer7 fan, I would have all that memorized. I'm kind of a weird fan, though. Like, I don't like to overplay games that I really love, because I like to savor them. So what I usually do is I'll play a game I really like once every couple years or something. There's the down attack. That's easy to pull off because you just literally shoot down. Oh boy. Now if I had my counter, I could have countered that. You can also just use Coyote's card shot to take down enemies as well. I keep trying to back out with circle because that's a button you would often do that with on the PlayStation. That's why I'm gonna set up my I'm gonna set up my GameCube controller next time I stream this. We're actually not ready to come in here yet either. Let's use its charge shot. You won't get any blood probably, but
You're fucked.
Explode them.
You're fucked.
Alright, that's a lot. We're gonna end up coming back here later. We're gonna meet everyone's favorite gal pretty soon. We don't need to go in there yet. We'll hit that up on the way back. An object, which we can't interact with yet, but I know exactly what to do. Man, I just love every little, like, the fixed camera angles. It's just so cinematic. Like, I love how everything is set up in a specific way. It's one reason why I like old, like, survival horror games. Like, the shading on the pipes. Like, this game is just, like, so gorgeous. Oh, who's this? It's Susie. Hello, Smith. It looks like it's cloudy today, which is really too bad. Not a day to hang out in the laundry. A great day to use a dryer, though. Apparently. But you know, I just love this one. I'll never let anybody have it. You know why? Well, you should. I love to stay inside. You left this behind, didn't you? What's that in her mouth? It's the fire ring. Now notice this. It's another subtle thing. They don't say you obtained the fire ring. It says fire ring returned, which suggests that we had that at one point and we lost it. And I don't even really understand like the significance to that, but I don't know. It's like there's like all these like little specific wordings to things. Assassins should have better manners. Everything feels like an event. That's what makes the game so memorable. Yeah, I agree, Cassandra. That's like a big part of it. It's the way that... Whoops. How did I do that to my camera? I didn't even realize I did that. Yeah, there's something about, like, you know when people talk about storytelling in video games and like the strengths and weaknesses, or like the uniqueness that okay, and then since we're already Coyote, We can just unlock this. With one hand, by the way, what a pro. But I feel like if you're talking about storytelling in video games, Killer7 has to come up because so much of the game is about, like, this couldn't have been a book or a movie or a cartoon. As cool as that would be to just have that as an extra little thing. So many things are told via the gameplay, like in very specific ways. Okay, so now that we have the flame ring, which I think is auto-equipped. No, it's not. Okay. Now it's equipped. Now we can do this puzzle. And very simple if you're on the normal mode. There's numbers on the candles. If you're playing on a harder difficulty, the numbers aren't there. But all that means is you have to notice that there's rings, and then you count the number of rings instead. This is all really happening Christmas Elf. Yeah, this isn't just in one person's head. Well, it's hard to say, actually. There's a lot of different... One thing I would say about Killer7, it has a very layered storytelling to it. It's... Yeah, it's... You only use the air conditioner if you need to reset the candles, by the way. There's no other reason to use this, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm just gonna... Doc said, I recently heard a perspective on Killer7 I've never heard before, that the gameplay supports the East versus West theme from the narrative. Oh. The gameplay supports that. That's interesting. Is it the fact that the Smiths use guns for the most part? And that, what would you say that the, kind of reaching, but there's like the Heaven Smiles were like kamikaze bombers or something? Like I'm curious as to what, how they would put that together, because there's definitely an East versus West theme. Undoubtedly, that's one of the themes of Killer7. East versus West, Yin versus Yang, Harmon versus Kunlan, creation versus destruction.
What did you say?
If I could get the, there it is. Oh, that's footlock on. Damn it. I want the counter. We'll get it eventually. I'll show you everyone's counter once I unlock them. That you have these fixed camera angles and on-the-rails movement, but first-person shooting paired with that. Yeah, which is like so interesting. Like, I don't think there's any other game that I know of that does that exactly. So anyways, we're gonna trigger the sprinkler with our fire ring, which howls, by the way. It's not just you use the fire ring, it's the fire ring howls. Now we're gonna flush the toilet. And what's that gonna do? I wonder. Perhaps something else? Oh! And the object. By the way, if you don't like dealing with Heaven Smiles, one thing you could do is just be Kevin and turn invisible and run through them. Because you can run through Smiles with Kevin. Kosa said there should be. Okay, so now we're just gonna go back to that room where we saw Susie and we got the fire ring. So we can get the odd engraving. Yeah, I already knew it's the odd engraving. Most of the levels, your main goal is to collect all the soul shells, and then there's usually some like odd engraving or something that's part of like a key to progress, and that's pretty much it. I'm gonna save just in case. If I ever made a game, I'd make an on-the-rails RPG. That'd be funny. Yeah. Like, legitimately, I am so surprised that no one else has, like an indie team or something, hasn't tried like a Killer7 style game, because I love it. It's one of those things where it's so unusual that when you first do it, it feels weird. So we have both of the objects. Now we can open this. Well, once you get the hang of it, it feels great. I would argue that Killer7 is one of Suda's best playing games. Like, if I had trouble dealing with these guys, that would suck. Thankfully, I don't. No, it was our. I'm just. Oh, yeah. Here's another fun little thing you might not have known. If you are Khan, and there's like a crack in the wall or something. Nope, look at that. You can hear or like visualize like the wind coming in. In fact, you can hear it. And that's a sign that there's something behind there, which we can blow up with. Nice. Isn't Mystic Quest kind of an on the rails RPG if you think about it? I'm gonna give the Dan fans some love here. I've been playing Coyote a lot because he's my favorite, but Dan's good to have too, just in general. Oh, yellows give you a lot of some kind of blood. I can't remember what though, let's see. Okay, another carrier pigeon. Now, okay, so you may think that the name of the pigeon is called that for no reason whatsoever. Apparently all the pigeons are named after James Bond women characters from the James Bond films. And one of the characters was named Pussy Galore, and that's why it's called that. It's not just called that for nothing. Dear Amir, we have a problem. A terrible thing has happened. I can hardly believe it, but the money is not in my account. I need your help. You got my last message, didn't you? I trusted you. Now don't let me down. Promise me. Wire me the money immediately. 125 bucks is peanuts, I'm telling you. The Smith Syndicate operates in strange ways. Garcia and Smith manages the other 6 personas and mainly acts as a negotiator for work requests. Garcia never eliminates people himself. His role is to retrieve the bodies. Even if another persona is killed, it appears he's able to bring them back to life, like a wizard, I tell you. However, it's my hunch that somebody offstage is calling the shots and controlling Garcian. There must be a hidden mastermind separate from the active team. Yeah, his name's Harmon. And it's likely that this mastermind assigns the jobs. Garcian's very loyal, and he values the organization. He controls the personas to keep the organization safe. He's a middle manager, you see. The members switch using the medium of television, but I've yet to determine what governs the switches. The Smith Syndicate is composed of 1 sensible person and 6 freaks. So basically they're saying Garcian's the only like reasonable person in the whole group. I've never seen the personas interact with each other. Soon I expect to unmask the myth behind this strange group. I'll be contacting you again, Johnny Gagnon. Dan's hot, just saying. Says Cassandra. Fac agrees. Alright, oh, Super Push the spacebar to win action RPG. That's a great game. All you can upgrade is strength. So Travis was the first target. I can remember the Chief's quivering hand. The pain went straight up my spine and then back down again. To be honest, that shit felt good. It all happened on that smoldering hot night. This game is too messy. Alright, so now... Once again, Iwazar is pretty useless in this chapter. He just kind of repeats like, I have a bad feeling about this, master. We should turn back. But don't listen to him.
What did you say?
Come on, give me my counter. Yes, we got the counter. We got Coyote's counter. See if we could get someone else's.
I've changed.
Wait here.
We'll try again. Now what's cool is on the PC version, you can actually hit one of the numbers, and if you can remember what number is tied to which persona, you'll transform into that persona. I swear to God, complete coincidence. For my entire life, my favorite number has been the number 4. Who do you turn into when you hit the number 4? Let's see. It's Coyote. But you know what? That might be on purpose because the number 4 is considered bad luck in Japanese culture and a few other Asian cultures as well, I think. Because it sounds very similar to death. And Suda likes death. And Suda likes coyotes, so that's his weird way of saying that he cares, I guess. I don't know. This game's rated M for mature, by the way, in case anyone watching. Very violent game. We're almost to the boss, by the way. We're getting pretty close. Get a bunch of blood. Oh no! She's running away. Okay, we got her. As long as you kill her. Some of them you don't have to hit the weak spot. You just need to get them. Who else has always thought that when the Carmelita smile, or whatever her name is, when she runs off, she says, "Yeah, boy, boy." That's always what I hear. Okay, so for this we want Kaede Smith. She looked like Susie.
I'm a ghost.
Wait, who looked like Susie? Camellia, that's what it is. Camellia is screaming is actually the clip from the first scene, the help me, and yeah, Camellia is actually screaming help me in reverse, which is really kind of dark. I think that's the only other soul shell in the whole level, if I remember correctly. It's just the first level, so... I think Kaede has the slowest reload speed. She's not too great for general fighting. If you're trying to hit targets from far away, she's pretty good though. Oh, the girl who died. Yeah. To be honest, a lot of the minor characters look a little similar, but it's made up for the fact that the major characters have really cool designs. Now, what's to the right here? Is there anything here that I want to do about? Oh yeah, I gotta do dance counter. Okay, so all you have to do, the button that you would normally hit to open the map, I believe, which would be X on a GameCube controller, it's circle for PlayStation, as I have it set. All you have to do is when it gets close enough and it sparkles, you hit X, and then you counter. So if a smile's getting too close and you're like, oh no, you can just counter them. Let's do it again just to show you. And everyone has a unique counter animation and everything. Oh, hang on a second. Might want to go down here. It could be them just reusing models for one-off characters. Yeah, that's very likely. Oh. There's another reason why it's good to be Coyote sometimes, is that you're all ready to unlock anything that needs unlocking. Oh.
You're fucked.
Travis. LA. I'm not too far away from LA. I live in SoCal. You really ought to mind your manners. You guys are just a pack of losers. Kinda mean, Travis. You don't know even how to make use of your abilities. There are traitors in the Heaven Smile. Oh, he's talking about the Carmelia Smiles, I think. The Chief's very own inside guys. They have a white body splattered with red blood. A reminder of traitorous deeds. Funny thing is, the splotches look like beautiful red roses. If you find a Carmelia smile, use your ability. Kill one of them, you'll get loaded up for real. Yeah, he's just telling you. It's funny, I don't remember Travis giving you that information. That would be like an Iwazaru tip. But Iwazaru doesn't really help you much in this chapter. Travis is usually mostly for like supplementary plot or like story information. Demon Sweat said, I always liked how if you stand real close to a smile, preferably invisible, you could hear them mumbling stuff. That's true, let's do that actually. A lot of people don't know that either. There's a lot of little details in the game that goes overlooked. So, I'm gonna turn invisible. I assume there's... Whoops! That's a Carmelia smile. That's not the right one to do that. Yeah, those ones just run and explode. He's gonna tell us to use Kaede. Because Kaede... Anything to do with blood, Kaede can... She can either create blood or absorb blood. So... Use your ability here. He's going to absorb the blood, I believe. And I already know it's going to be NO. I used to always get that wrong because I thought it looked like a Q. But I'm pretty sure it's NO. Oh yeah, and then let's do Invisible Kevin. I'm sorry I'm not really showing off all the characters right now, but in later chapters you get to make more use out of everyone. See if I could get Dan's counter.
Don't wait here.
Double tap, that's good to have. Counter, there we go. I can show you his counter. Unfortunately, Garcian does not have a counter and he cannot gain one, but he does have a down attack by default, which is good. Oh yeah, that's another thing. Everyone has a different turning animation, and Kevin has... His is so extra. Like, look at this. It's ridiculous. He's quick. Oh yeah, so we already saw the password. Which is easy because they're right next to each other. Oh, this is where the queen is. The iconic sexual shirt. It's different than a duplicate. It's an evolved Heaven Smile with boosted explosive power. You gotta take it out before it gets too close. They're crazy, I'm telling you. They'll be on top of you the moment you open the damn door. You might be going through the Coliseum right now, so I might not actually get to, That was a tiny one? There it is. They have a little baby lap. Okay. So watch this. If they haven't noticed me already. It's not a very good room to do it in because of the steam, but you can hear them mumbling. I'm gonna do Dan's counter so you guys can see that one. Alright, check this out. Bastard. I don't know why Dan's just able to grab them like that. I guess that confirms that they don't explode by touch. They have to actively... Oh, there's another one behind me. They have to actively decide to explode. It's not a sin. So we're gonna fight a special smile back here? Okay, right. So we go through the Coliseum first. So this is what the soul shells are for. You're basically paying an entry fee. The Vinculum Gate. I don't even know what word that is. Vinculium? Like, what does that even mean? But anyway, you pay the soul shells, and then you can go through here. And this is one of the most well-known songs from the game. Probably the only well-known song from the game. The Ravon. People like to dance on the steps and stuff. It's a good song. So here's the Colosseum. In every level, when you pass through the gate, you will come to this, what they call the Colosseum. It looks like a big empty like warehouse or something. This is not connected to the building that we're currently in the mission. This is like a liminal space that connects to like different places. And each one of these doors lead to a different place. So this is like some weird interdimensional liminal space that you're just passing through, that you need to pay the fee, the soul shells, to get through. And you may notice an ominous door. Does Irizar say anything interesting here? Let's see. I don't remember. He's usually not here, actually. This is kind of weird. I forgot that he was here. Once you open this door, there's no turning back, Master. Well, you can come back. But I mean, that's the gravity of the situation. Don't get me wrong. Like a prelude to later battles, you see, you must take it very seriously. In the name of harmony. Now, I wonder if he's talking about this middle door, because you might notice there's this very tempting middle door with the light shining down on it. All throughout the game, you will see that door and you will not go into it. It will tease you and tease you. You'll always go to a different door. And one of the last missions you do, you start heading right for it and then you go around it. It's like such a troll. But then maybe eventually you gotta go in there down the line. Playing at Minecraft with having smile mod, that'd be disgusting. So he's giving you tips on the new smile that you're about to fight. And I didn't realize that the first time I played this. I just thought he was screaming nonsense. Vinculium is a medical term for some sort of tissue. Maybe like a connective tissue, and this is like a connective space between places? That might actually make sense. It's kind of a weird word to use, but... they're holy warriors and do not explode without righteous purpose. Demon Sweat said, I always thought it was cool and imagined if we could theoretically enter the other doors early since they're all there. Yeah. Kess Bloody Sunday, that's the name of... Alright, so check this out. If you're trying to fight a special smile and you're like in one of these special hallways, if you try to turn invisible with Kevin in one of these situations, stop messing around. They don't let you do it. Kind of messed up, ain't it? It's funny. Yeah, they don't want you to just try to cheese your way through. Such a weird smile. Like, why is this the special one? I don't think you ever fight this type of smile again. Sometimes the special smiles, you fight them once, and then sometimes they become recurring enemies. It just depends, I guess. Yeah, we're basically heading like right to the boss at this point. Yep. Okay. So there's just one more stop. Keep. I want to upgrade Kade actually, since she is pretty useful during the boss fight.
Wait, I changed my makeup. Did you notice? Men. They never
Power doesn't
notice
really matter.
these kinds of things.
Oh. You don't actually have to use her, but she does help. Yeah, Rayvon's really good. And there's like, if you notice, there's like the actual version of the song, and then there's like the dampened, you're outside of the club, waiting in line to get in version of the song. When you're outside of that room. Now look at that. Every once in a while, you will force change to another Smith, and in this case, they just change this to Garcian. Garcian usually handles like the discussions. You usually turn into Garcian when you're trying to negotiate or something. Oh, there you are. Don't be shy, Amir. Who would have figured you'd be the only survivor? Well, anyway, are you getting along with the chief? Pillow Talk is an iconic Travis shirt. Yeah, I know. Don't be so mad, man. Don't glare at me like that. The chief will wake up. Really, I'm sorry. The other chief must be rolling on the floor with laughter. The other chief. There's everything that Travis just said right now. If you're playing for the first time, none of it makes any sense. You have no idea what they're talking about. What? Who's Amir? What do you mean the other chief? What do you think he means by the other chief? At first I thought he meant Kunlan, but then wait, there are different versions of Harmon. I think he's talking about a different version of Harmon. Because the chief usually is referring to Harmon. There's so many like bizarre things in this game, and even when you start to understand more, there's still things you don't understand. Travis really does spoil the whole game, but the genius of being... I think that's why it works, that you're thrown in without knowing anything, is you're so caught off guard that you're not really taking in information, and so you miss that. You miss things like that.
Be careful, sir.
There's young Harmon and there's old Harmon, and then there's like another Harmon on top of that. It's very... So anyways, we just turned into Harmon. Kiko said, Jay, what happened? Dude, I don't know, man. Apparently I have
4 children served their purpose.
all these viewers now.
They didn't die in vain. But our other 9 children were killed by you. What do
People
you
love
want
Killer7,
from us?
what can I say?
Is it so bad that we have a purpose in life?
So this is really,
We are only serving our gods. At heaven's command, we will kill
it's
the
funny because she
unwanted.
wouldn't look out of
We must
place
get
in
rid
like
of
an
bad
anime
trees
game.
from their roots.
But since the characters in this game
I hope
look more human, she looks
are
creepy
not
and
one
out
of
of
them.
place. It's like
Good
uncanny.
night, child. It's past your bedtime.
Dude, Kiko, I had like 300 people in here at one point. It was insane. Anyways, boss fight. So Harmon uses a tank-piercing rifle. We're gonna blow her wings off with it. And we did it. We beat the boss. You know, it was a hard-fought battle. But what can you say?
You think you killed me?
Never mind.
Better think again.
You know what I just realized? Does this game have subtitles? I should probably turn the subtitles on. Okay, those faces on the back. I've heard so many people online say, mysterious faces, we don't know who it is. I'm pretty sure that's just Kunlan's face on her back. I never thought otherwise. But maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. You know what, you don't have to use Kato. Let's see if we can do it without her. I'm gonna give it a shot. Not like that, I can't handle it. You know what? I bet you the fact that he's in a wheelchair helps with the recoil. Probably the only reason he's able to handle it. There we go. You know what's funny? Her back looks like, oops. Look up Pink Floyd The Wall live album from like 1980 or whatever. Her back looks eerily similar to that live album cover art. Khan is actually good for this part because he's fast. That's true. I don't know why I switched to Dan, honestly. I never really noticed her hand like shaking so violently right there. Kind of disturbing. I feel like they made her stay there longer. I remember her turning around a lot faster, honestly. I think they made it easier. Anyway, she's dead now, so that's cool. All right, so we're about to come up to the part that made me fall in love with this game. Like, at this point I was already pretty invested because I was figuring out the game. We fought a creepy anime angel. Who's this wheelchair guy? I don't know. But this final part of the first mission right here, like, yo, this blew my mind. Passing out, but happy for you guys tonight. Big win. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I was really hyped too. I'm really, really glad I decided to do a Grasshopper stream. And I'm glad that everyone's been sticking around too. Alright, check this out. Look at this cinematography. Okay. The first instinct, you're gonna try to shoot her wings again, right? We'll watch.
This is so mean.
That's a glitch, by the way. That didn't happen in the GameCube version. The weird black, like...
So you got me. Oh well.
You got me, so what? That?
This is so mean.
And
This is so mean.
I'm waiting for her to say a certain line.
God, you stink. I mean, you stink. This is so mean.
Oh, say it.
Just looking at you makes me sick.
Not that one.
Can't get it up?
There it is. He says can't get it up. But anyways, eventually you'll notice the teleporting green man in the background. And then you realize, oh, I want to shoot him. Now this is it. Just watch this scene.
Oops. I guess my trick didn't work on you.
Tricks
are for kids, Coon. I'm an old man.
Kunlan's amazing, by the way. He's one of the best characters.
Yes. Nothing has changed for 30 years. No matter how many times you try, the result will be the same.
Yes. Like our chess games. You always.
This is one of the scenes where the extra widescreen ruins some of the cinematography. Their faces are supposed to be cut off right here on purpose. Like it's two halves of a coin or whatever. And you kind of lose that when they made the extra widescreen, unfortunately.
A new generation of children will bring order to this age.
It's minor, but it's a gripe.
But unfortunately, our interest is not mutual. We both have become burdened with so much.
Hey, Banana, you're here.
For fun anymore?
No. There's always time for fun. It's Friday night.
Let's dance. Let's dance.
Suda loves that phrase. Let's dance. It's in a few games. All right. Are you ready for this? I think you're ready for this. The ultimate boss fight. Here we go. I mean, come on. Where else are you gonna shoot him? Oh! My mind was blown when I saw that the first time. I was like, what is this? This isn't a video game. Video games don't do that.
You're awake from your dream. Harmon.
You don't shoot an enemy and they Gmod fly across the city.
It's changed to the size
catch the bullet.
With your hands, just like a PDA. The world will keep getting smaller.
The music, I love this song too. And wait, that cut, the fast zoom out and then it cuts to the chapter complete. Like everything about this is a masterpiece. I love it. Oh, okay. So fun fact, Kunlan doesn't catch the bullet with the sparkling hand. If you look at it in slow motion, he turns and catches it with the other hand. I don't know why. The day when laughter disappears from this world draws near. So yeah, it wasn't a mistake. Just for some reason, they decide to make Kunlan catch it with the other hand. It's weird. I can't explain to you why. That's Angel. Oof. There's Sunset. So I had only planned to do Angel, but like I'm tempted to play more because we still have 25 people sitting in here. I mean, either way, I'm definitely going to. Yeah, he's flexing on Harmon basically. I'm definitely going to play more of this, so definitely tune in for that. Anyone who feels like watching more of this. I don't know, what do you guys think? Should I do one more mission? I could probably do the first Sunset part pretty quickly. I could do a poll for that. Like all these polls I'm doing now. I probably just should anyways, since I have people watching. Coda says I need to go to work soon, I'm on a break. Oh, okay. People going to sleep? Well, I'm just kind of curious to see. Just because, you know, there's 27 people watching still, so might as well give it a shot. I can't believe how many people joined the Discord. Let's see. So a few people are saying save it for next time. That's fair. It's probably pretty late for some of you. Oh my god, I forgot to do my Duolingo. Hang on. This might be the end. See if I could get it before it's too late. Oh, I only have 2 minutes. I'm definitely not going to. That's fine. I'll use one of my freezers. Thanks for being our unofficial host of the Direct. I'm heading out. Thank you for joining. I appreciate it. Sorry, let me just do this real quick. Yeah. This is very unprofessional. Just like Grasshopper's stream. Just kidding. Death out of suit? Yeah. Oh. Kore. Item. Damn, I actually don't know. I. Oh. There we go. No. Sorry, what? Almost done. Oh, they got that right. Are. Yeah, but I'll probably it looks like most people want me to save it for next time anyways. So I'll probably end the stream now, but I will play more of this, of course. But yeah, once again, thank you everyone for showing up to this. I appreciate it. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I appreciate it, Grasshopper fans. Once again, if you want to follow when I'll be playing more of this, I update more in the Discord, which the link should be in the description. And if you just want to chat about games in general or Grasshopper stuff or whatever, feel free to join. Yeah, that's gonna be it. Thanks everyone once again for joining. I hope you have a great night and a great almost the weekend now. And I'll catch you all later. Peace out, everyone.